I think that's something we learned early this season, that we have to rally, and I think our team, it was a pure team effort. We did the job. You know, if that there is a mistake, the next person's job is to get up and to hit, so we can keep the ball rolling and find momentum and keep it up throughout the rest of the meet. But you know, being on the sidelines, if you're not competing, your job is to give all your energy, and so that's also a vital aspect.
The senior class has gone through so much. I mean, were you guys really paying attention to scores and where you guys were kind of in the standings, and does that kind of add some added pressure for you guys?
Some of us look at scores, some don't. I think the coaches would rather us not look at them because that's not our place. You know, our place is just to go up there, do our job, and the outcome's going to be the outcome. But for me personally, scores don't bother me. So there were a few times I looked up, I saw the score, but never did I have a doubt in my mind that we were going to pull it off because we're fighting Tigers for a reason.
Lexie, how do you feel there today? Competing good overall?
Yeah, it felt really good. You know, going into our last meet tomorrow, the coaches, just being able to listen to my body, being able to listen to the coaches throughout this whole season, they've done an amazing job at keeping this team in one piece. So a lot of that goes to them, and then our trainers as well. They're just incredible. So going into tomorrow, we're excited, we're ready to go.
If I could comment on her, for her to sit out of a lineup or tell the coaches I can't go today, that is the hardest thing for this kid to do, because she would compete with no arms and legs if she could. That's the passion that this kid has for this team, and for her to persevere and save herself at regionals to compete at the pivot of what we're trying to do, that just goes to show her character and her desire to win for the championship.
Would you comment on Kennedy's performance today? She last three routines she hit and hit and hit.
Kennedy is a competitor. I mean, when the lights go off, that kid shows up, and she, you know, Kennedy's Kennedy. She's a good time. She keeps it loose. She keeps it fun, and I think that's what's so great about her, is you can count on her to be that fun person to lean on, but she'll get up and do her job.
Yeah.
Did you guys feel, and we talked about it all week, but this change in format, could you guys feel the difference just, I guess, on the stage like this, especially with only two going versus normal?
Yeah, I think there obviously is a little added pressure here and there, but it's nice knowing, you know, tomorrow we have nothing to lose. We made it into the final round, final four, and that's the hardest part. And we did our job today to go in tomorrow starting on an event that we want to start on, and I'm excited to see what this team has in store tomorrow, because today wasn't the best gymnastics. Tomorrow, it's waiting for us.
As good as UCLA was today, and they finished great on floor, but if you guys had a reasonably good score on the beam, y'all could have finished first.
Absolutely.
Like a 49.355 on beam would have done it.
Absolutely, and we are a beam team, and we talked about this today. You know, today was to get the jitters out and just to qualify to tomorrow, and we are counting and we are believing that our rest gymnastics is waiting us tomorrow.
How do you guys pick up Christina and kind of the rest of the team, get them back on track, kind of that clean slate for tomorrow?
I think that's part of gymnastics. You know, that's part of being a champion, is being able to pick up that next person, and that's part of being a team as well. You know, if we have someone make a mistake, that's why we have 5 other girls in a lineup, for that reason. But the beam rotation was amazing. After they did their job, they picked Christina up, and Christina was able to walk away from beam saying, you know what, I made a mistake, it's okay, because the other girls did their job.
After the Kentucky meet, you guys frankly did not look like the team was going to make the national final. But Dee said you guys took a lot of ownership of the team.
Yeah.
Was there a meeting? Was there just players only? Let's talk. I mean, what can you tell us what happened after that?
Yeah, there were a few of those times. We knew it was a matter of taking it to our own hands. It wasn't a gymnastics issue. It was a matter of, you know, aligning of what we're saying and what we wanted to do, and bringing those two together. It just took time. This team is young. A lot of the girls are seeing big national meets like this for the first time. So to get this under their belt and for them to have the focus and the tenacity that they have building up the rest of the season has been amazing.
For both of you all, what was it kind of like? Did you feel any pressure at all after the kind of early routines and like the beam and the floor lines when there were those errors? Did that kind of like affect how you thought about the performance, or what was that mindset like?
McKenna and I actually were standing next to each other, but we just looked at each other, and like I said before, we have no doubt that our team's going to go up and hit after a mistake happens, because that's who we are. That's how our team rolls, and we did an amazing job at picking each other up today, heading into tomorrow.
Where does that mindset come from, just knowing the next person's going to be there ready to pick it up?
I'd say because we've been there before.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we've had that under our belt. We know if someone makes a mistake, our job is to pick up that person. That's part of it. That's part of gymnastics. That's part of the sport. And as a team, we do a good job at that.
I think that's something, excuse me, we have that other teams don't, is we've literally faced every obstacle and we've hurdled over that and built from it. So I think coming into tomorrow, we know what to do, we know how to fight, and we're so excited.